So, I respect. Again, a lot. Not that. I've changed the tree a lot. I dropped all of the fire aura scaling. I think for now, it's just not really worth the point investment. I think when you get this extra scaling from it, and also some of this additional stuff here, it might be worth it, but this is a lot of points right now. I think this is too many points to be, like, split between them anyway. Maybe I could just go pure fire aura and it'd be better. I leveled up a bit more. I unlocked Firebrand. I am currently not using Mana Strike at all, but it's kind of awkward because I can't sustain my mana cost, because, like, when I use both my, like, damage increases, I run out of mana too quick to actually use the full damage buffs efficiently. I plan to fix this by putting more points into this when I get them. Once I run out of mana, I can just switch over to Firebrand and hopefully shoot my mana back up with the mana gain from that skill. My damage is okay. It's not great. Crafted a marginally better weapon. It's not that much better, but it's okay, right? That reminds me, actually, I do have these 2 additional rings now, which I can use, which I think should be a bit better. They should increase my tankiness by a decent amount, and also hopefully my damage a little bit of a damage increase, and a damage decrease on that one, but I think it will be worth it. My defenses at the moment are feeling pretty good. I feel pretty damn tanky, honestly. I'd probably be tankier if I got rid of this chest piece, but I don't know. It's interesting, so why not? Currently sitting at 73% physical resistance, so I'm almost at the cap for physical resistance, but they do penetrate, you know, about 42%. I'm level 42, so it's based on the area level of the mobs, so I can't say for sure, but about, you know, 40-something%, I guess. So I guess I'm effectively only at like 30-something% physical resistance. Not sure entirely how this works. I've got a lot of additional ward generation and ward retention. I'm trying to stack intelligence up a decent amount, so I stack up my ward retention. As you can see at the moment, I sustain around 416 and I gain a lot more if there are enemies nearby. Flame Ward gives me a huge chunk as well of ward. Firebrand is kind of interesting. It seems like you can either use it as a support skill or as a main skill. For now, I'm just kind of using it as a support skill. I use it as like filler when I don't have mana. You can guarantee your next melee attack that isn't Firebrand consumes all the stacks and does more damage and crits, which is really nice. That's kind of what I'm leaning into at the moment. I have extra damage as well, just when I'm clearing with it or something. It's not so bad. Again, more attack speed. This increases the mana regen effectively as well, so I think this is actually worth it. Should be a pretty good damage increase, and then after that, there's this. When you use a melee attack that costs less than 10 mana, you gain a stack of Blade Weaving. When you use a melee attack that costs 10 or more mana, the stacks are consumed, and the attack deals 15% more elemental damage per stack consumed. So I'm thinking I can use Firebrand to stack up a decent amount of stacks, and then use them all on Flame the Reeve when I have my main damage increases up, and I can just go into like a hard burst mode. I can dual wield melee weapons, or I can dual wield swords if I take this, but I don't think it's worth it. I lose the tankiness from having the shield itself, and additionally on top of that, I take an additional 15% damage taken. I don't think that's worth it. It might be. It depends how the scaling on dual wielding actually works in this game. Maybe you attack with both weapons simultaneously, rather than like alternating, which could potentially make it worth, because it could, like, you know, double my damage, which might be worth it, but I do like being pretty tanky. I'm pretty tanky at the moment. That's a summary of the build for now anyway. Some of my gear's pretty good, some of it's not great. I'm looking for better boots than these, but I can't really find anything better for now. My idols aren't great, but they're all kind of okay. They all give some benefit, even if it's just slight, very, very slight damage increases. This one's quite nice. That's a bunch of health. Like 60 health on its own, pretty much. I'm looking at finding a better amulet. I keep picking up bases like this to craft on one, but I don't really have anything too good to craft on it right now. I don't think I really have the shards to support it. An additional thing which I did find which is interesting is this. This gives 95% increased fire aura damage, so I think you could scale it pretty hard with things like this if you find multiple pieces like this. I'm not sure if it's specific to chest pieces or what, but I think it would be definitely interesting to try a fire aura stacking build, just to see what you can get it up to. You can probably get it to like an auto bomber from PoE kind of level, where you just walk through mobs and it kills everything with the generation from moving. I'm not really sure if you can get the damage high enough for that, but it looks like it's possible. Definitely something I want to try out more. Biggest issue with the build right now is the mana issues, to be honest. Like, I think it will be better long term, but for now I don't have enough points to make it as good as it probably will be. Oh, she heals, okay. Definitely should have killed her first then, I guess. She's so squishy as well. That is really satisfying though, when I just pop all my cooldowns and destroy everything. My only issue is, Well, it's not really that much of an issue, I guess. I'm just wondering if every other class is like this. Like, I don't do much damage until I pop my cooldowns, but then I have a short period where I do a lot of damage, or a lot relative to what I normally do, at the very least. Well, another set piece. Let's see if this is anything interesting. The same set, huh? Is that normal? Is that like the only set item that can drop at this bloody level, or what? Do I have the full set now? I think I have 2 of the belts, so I don't think I do. Every time, man, it's such a bait. Damn, it's a shame I'm not a cold damage build. This weapon looks like it would be pretty good. Ooh, 6,000 crit though, that's pretty big. Ooh, poison weapon, huh? Well, unusable for me, but maybe in another character. Probably just gonna go for this insulation and get a bit more armor, fire resistance, a bit more tankiness. This would probably be good as well, but for now this will do. Also, where the hell am I? Oh, dungeons that require keys? That's actually really interesting. I haven't seen those before. I did a little bit more playing off camera. I got a few uniques. The only interesting ones really were this one, which I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's probably better than the other one I had. My damage has now increased quite considerably, mainly from I've got a bunch more damage idols. This one especially is good. That is great. Look at that. Like, that one is crazy good for me. And I also got this, but unfortunately, like, it should synergize really well with my build, but I think it's just, the numbers are just too low. Like, 1% increased elemental damage per 250 ward. I can spike at, like, maybe, like, 1.5k ward or so, and that's 6% increased elemental damage. Like, that is just, it's too weak. It's a shame, because I think something like this would synergize really well. Maybe you can get higher level versions. I doubt it, but maybe. That would be quite nice. I'm probably getting to the point where I can nearly try the fire aura scaling, but I'm not sure if I'll want to do that immediately, because I will have to respec quite a lot for it, and I don't really have great gear to support it. But maybe I should just try anyway and see if I like it. It's weird to have, like, actual health again, instead of just playing with ward, pretty much. After using that, chest piece for a while. I've finally reached level 50, which means I now have access to my final specialization slot. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing with this. It's probably either going to be teleport or surge, though. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't decided. I should probably try surge out a bit. I haven't actually used it yet. I think soon I should be coming up on the endgame system, so I'm not really sure when you are able to interact with them. I'm only level 50. I thought it would be like about level 70-ish, similar to PoE, when you start getting access to the in-game systems, but I think I might be getting towards the end of the campaign story. Ever since I got to this area, everything's a bit more hectic, goddamn. So far, Surge feels considerably worse than Teleport, to be honest. The range is a lot slower. The range is a lot lower, and it seems quite a bit slower as well. Well, I think Teleport's like instant almost, so. Ooh, something interesting. Well, it's not awful. It's at least like something usable for Mage. Well, it's a Mage help.
Yes, I take no.
How is this thing still hitting me? Is this thing gonna continue hitting me whilst I'm in the boss fight, really? Oh wait, I can kill it, okay. Luckily with how tanky I am, I can just kind of face tank everything. Especially if they do elemental damage. Well, not cold so much, but the other elements anyway. I was gonna say her health seems really low, but maybe it's because she's so awkward to hit. Straight into another boss fight, huh? Okay. Well, judging by my damage, we might be here a while. Ooh, that stun, wow. This gives very heavy Brine King vibes, I'm not gonna lie. Like, incredibly heavy. Seeing this guy's ugly mug up so close and personal makes me remember. What do you guys think about Facecam? Do you think Facecam would add to this? Or no? I'm not really sure whether it would be good or bad to add, so see what you guys have to say, if you have anything to say. After all that, he's not even dead. He's just defeated. I'll probably do it anyway for this episode, guys. Again, if you liked, disliked, if you have any suggestions in the comments, I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching.